going to be a slightly different kind of video, but something that I think a lot of people have asked about and something that I feel like I'm really interested in, which is the confusion around the fashion industry. When I started out, I did a law degree, and then I suddenly wanted to work in fashion, and I had no idea what I would be good at, what job I should do, how to get in. I had nothing on my CV in connection with fashion, and I've managed to get in. So I just think a lot about like that stage in my life and all of the people that I like sought help from, and how I just needed like one person to just give me the rundown of the industry, what the hell it's all about, how difficult it is to get in, and what is like the reality of working in fashion. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these jobs aren't very glamorous, and they're not what people make them seem online. And I think that's also something good to find out about yourself. Do you actually want to work in fashion? And if you do, maybe I can help you like discover what kind of job it is that you would like. So I'm currently writing a piece for my column in Vogue Scandinavia about this exact topic. I'm going to interview 3 people. So we're going to be talking to a stylist assistant, a trend forecaster, and a UX designer for Givenchy. Today we're going to be talking to Amy, who's a stylist in Paris. And when I first got this idea, I knew I wanted to talk to her because she's so real. We're going to find out so much from her. Also, something that I bring up in my column is that we see the same stories from the same people that work in fashion again and again and again on our feeds. It's influencers, get ready with me's, their day in the lives, my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5, etc., etc. And that is such a specific lifestyle that has kind of nothing to do with people that actually work in fashion, and it doesn't reflect what a day in the life of someone working in fashion actually looks like. Okay, let's go talk to Amy. We're going to talk to her first in her studio, and then I'm going to join her on a little shoot. So I'm going to follow her along, ask her a lot of questions, and get the tea on what it's really like to be a stylist.
I don't even know why people say this is a creative job. I basically just work with logistics. Styling is a pipeline to the mental hospital.
So Amy's currently sitting in a pile of boxes. She's at work.
I am prepping for a campaign. So here's all the clothes I managed to gather for the shoot. I'm a stylist assistant.
How long have you been doing it?
2 years.
The day in the life of a stylist assistant, a very realistic perspective.
I wake up, and as soon as I've opened my eyes, I scream, fuck. In my job, it's so much stress to handle. Literally, someone could shoot me in the face and I wouldn't be able to manage that. Invoicing and keeping track of the parcels arriving, bookkeeping, that kind of stuff. But since we work with different projects and different brands, every other day is different. You can have this full day planned in your head, and then UPS calls you and decides to fuck you over by not delivering, and then you have to run around the whole city to search for these one pants you accidentally showed to the client, and it's of course their favorite pants.
What do you need to get done as a stylist assistant to get ready for the production day?
When they send a mood board, I need to find all the pieces they want. I need to set up a styling. That's when you present it to the client to see if they like it or not. Then you start getting all the clothes to the studio, which I've done. Pack everything, you make sure everything's arrived. Sometimes you even try on the look to see how it looks like on the body, and then you pack everything down in the suitcase. I don't even know why people say this is a creative job. I basically just work with logistics. Supply chain manager. Transport it to set, set up the racks, start the steamer, steam everything. And then once the shoot is done, you pack down everything. And then you take everything back here, and then you start returning the clothes. Then I go on my little stroll around the city.
You have to go and actually return the clothes to the stores.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's horrible, actually. That's like ruining your ego over and over and over again.
How did you get into styling? What was your journey?
I feel like styling actually found me. I just quit my previous job, like a very normal 9-to-5 job. It just wasn't what I wanted to do. I was unemployed for a while. The stylist I've been assisting for 2 years now, Hilda, she posted a story on her Instagram saying that she was looking for a full-time stylist assistant, and back then I actually didn't know what it meant to be a stylist assistant. Without hesitating or even giving it a second thought, I just said, me, I want to do it.
The best and worst situation that's happened on the job.
We both said that a dream and goal of ours would move to Paris, but that's also something I know I said to just get the job. You want to move to Paris? Yes, I want to move to Paris. Oh, you wanna go to the bathroom? I also want to go to the bathroom. Got the job, and then 1 year later we actually decided to move to Paris. That's a big perk, and if someone would have told me a year ago, hey Amy, little kid, you're going to Paris and you're gonna be a stylist in Paris one day, I would have been like, what?
The worst, can you think of like one?
Oh yeah, production is finished and everyone's on their way home, and you're like, oh no, I have to get all the garment bags back to the studio. Try to book an Uber doesn't show up, gets locked out of the studio in the cold with all the clothes, and you also can't move because what if you move and someone steals all the clothes? Also in the end that you're this little teeny, I'm just a girl, and then you're carrying obviously all of these boxes, so much emotional stress, but you know, in the end what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
What would be your one piece of advice for people that want to be a stylist?
Don't do it. If you have a feeling, then don't overthink it. Just do it. I also came up with that one. Just do it. I would say do your research in terms of knowing which stylist you want to assist. Know your references.
Probably pretty fucking important, right?
It's really important.
Who you assist.
Who you choose, and because in the end it's also mentorships. You also want to see who you want to learn from. If I would reincarnate and redo this life, I think styling would honestly find me again. But if I had a daughter and she would tell me, Mom, I want to become a stylist assistant, I would say, don't. No. Eat your veggies, go to school.